This college football bowl games preview part 2 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by MyBookie.ag. Just in time for the holidays, MyBookie is giving away free bets, free spins, and odd boosts. Every day from now until Christmas, you get to unwrap a new gambling gift. And of course, a free deposit bonus up to $1,000 with the promo code SGP. Play, win, and get paid at MyBookie.ag. We're also brought to you by Ace Per Head. Ace is the leader in pay-per-head providers, and they make it super easy to start your own sportsbook. Plus, Ace is offering up to 6 weeks free over at aceperhead.com/SGP. That's aceperhead.com/SGP. We're also brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped is #1 in men's below-the-belt grooming. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SGP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use that code SGP. Woo! Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I am Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Ryan?
Showing your vocal all-wheel drive there. You got stuck in a little bit of a rut, and then just
grinding it out.
That all-wheel drive kicks in, and then next thing you know, you're driving through the mud like a buzzsaw. Is Colby familiar with the new buzzsaw sound drop?
Joining us in studio for part 2 of the College Football Bowls preview podcast, the database himself.
What's up, guys?
If you're wondering why we're wearing the same thing as part 1.
It's because we taped them at the same time.
Oh,
if you're wondering why 8 days later Colby is still sick, it's because he refuses to go to a doctor.
Don't jinx me. Don't fucking jinx me.
Even when this podcast will be released, days later, you will still be ill. Because you're just, you have pride, and you're not gonna let anything stop you.
I go to my doctor. They're probably gonna tell me to do a soy diet.
Colby,
You know what I mean?
Colby, what you don't understand. I see what you're trying to do here, but what you don't understand is there's nothing like after a customer service experience that goes wrong. The next thing on things that grind Sean's gears is people with shitty immune systems. People who do not take care of their immune system. People who show weakness through the form of getting sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mental decision. Either you're mentally tough enough to say, I'm not going to get sick, or...
Well, in fairness, he is here.
Yeah, and I delivered the pods.
I
did the shows in Chicago and Milwaukee.
There you go. Playing through the pain.
Went to the Packers game. I didn't say, let me sit in the hotel room. You know what I mean?
I would have probably said, hey, guys, I'm going to go take a nap. I'll be honest. There's times...
Ryan would have a smoothie. That's what he does in Vegas, even in good times.
They don't have any tofu in Green Bay, buddy.
Time out. You want to come at me for wanting to go to sleep early anywhere else in the world? That's fine. But come on now. In Vegas, you got to tell me it's time for bed.
In Pullman, you went to sleep a little early, right?
That's not Vegas, all right? When I'm in Vegas, it's go time, all right? The juices are flowing. At any moment, I could dip off by myself to get a nice shady craps run or maybe a high limit where no one's watching, so no one sees me get the $5,000 cash advance. All right, so that's what happens late at night in Vegas. Anyway,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Sean, I could see Sean was getting a little feisty over there. I had to put him back in his place.
Oh, Ryan, you were just you got out of the cage. Coming out full steam.
It's probably all that red meat I ate a couple days ago.
You've clearly gotten more aggressive since you've lost your primarily soy boy ways.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
He told me he had 2 tofus today, or 2 meals with tofu.
This would be a couple days ago because people are listening to this.
That is a disgusting act.
People are probably listening to this sometime on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe some nice weekend listening material.
So by then you'll be on your 14th
maybe you're
tofu meal?
Maybe you're wrapping presents, and people would wonder, wow, what day of the week did Ryan eat that great eggplant and tofu dish? Well, that would have been on Tuesday.
Wow. You sure it wasn't so good?
God damn. You know what it was? It was that You're not
going to have it again the next day?
Ryan, primarily soy boy Kramer. These people, the presenting sponsors, they're not soy boys. All 100% grade A American beef when it comes to online sportsbooks, and that is MyBookie.ag. They got a simple formula over there. Play, win, and get paid. All the odds that we get here on the old Sports Gambling Podcast, Sports Gambling Podcast Network, College Experience, Colby Dant, the Dantabase, all his college basketball, college football picks, all those spreads you can find over at mybookie.ag. Get involved. They help you play, win, and get paid. Use that promo code SGP. Get up to $1,000. $1,000 in free bets. Hey, if it's free, it's for me. Unlike Colby, I don't turn down a free meal or a free chance to get bonus giveaways. This is for existing and new customers. 12 days of giveaways leading up to Christmas Day itself. All happens over at mybookie.ag. Use that promo code SGP to play, win, and get paid.
By the way, I was very excited to see that Washington State made the cut for the early game, so I could rock the Cougs sweatshirt here.
Yep, part
Nice.
one.
I didn't hear any compliments from you guys.
Or sorry, part two.
My NyQuil.
Uh-oh.
It's a sweet
You
Cougs
took
sweatshirt.
NyQuil before the show?
Yeah, I always do that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Colby gets high like a 13-year-old.
Dude,
I'm
fucking
sipping on
scissor?
that
Yeah, that's
scissor.
what I'm saying, man. You haven't
All
tried
right.
it, man?
All right. I mean, listen. No, I haven't had scissor.
Dude,
I honest to God, I've never had scissor.
Oh, come on. You went to Virginia Tech?
Never had scissor.
Wow.
More
All
of
right,
a
guys.
Radford thing.
Kicking things off, December 23rd, we got a 11:30 a.m. kick. Marshall versus Central Florida in Tampa, Florida. This is the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. I don't know, with Manscaped, I don't know how they didn't sponsor this with their Lawnmower 2.0.
You do remember.
And listen to this. Gift suite includes not applicable. What? You can't get these guys a lawnmower? At least get them the Lawnmower 2.0 presented by Manscaped. Central Florida, a 17.5-point favorite. It is in Florida. Marshall. We are Marshall, and they are a 6-10 dog squaring off against Central Florida. Minus 860. Total sitting at 61.5. Colby, is the love affair with Central Florida over, or are you going to take them as a giant favorite?
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous that they're playing Marshall. They should be
Oh,
playing App
here
State
we
or something.
go.
You know what I mean? Why
Here
do you
we
take all
go.
these 11-win teams and have them play like 7-win teams, 10-win teams?
I do think we've maybe not done it right if there's a 17-point spread.
This and the App State game that we covered earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like maybe we should have a rule. Like call Vegas and say, hey, what would the number be on this game? And
Well,
if that
look-
number is bigger than 2 touchdowns, you're not making that matchup.
Check this out. If UAB were to play Marshall
Yeah.
and App State to play UCF,
there
it
you
would
go.
be- oh, my God.
There you go.
be-
You solved the problem right there.
Doesn't take much. Having said that, this is a big number. Give me Marshall to cover this. I think that hook is
Oh,
enticing.
you're calling for the 17-point
Yeah.
game. I like it. Very
Give me
bold.
38-21.
You got to take the number here, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have any angle on this game other than what day of the week is this? Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll have the time to watch this one. If we remember, do we remember that what the Gasparilla Festival is in Tampa?
I don't remember.
Pirate Festival.
Oh.
It's a pirate festival.
Oh, man.
It's a bummer our boy Mike Leach couldn't end up at
The Gasparilla.
this one, the
Yeah.
Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. I love Marshall here because Central Florida has had trouble with these giant numbers. They're still kind of thinking they're the Central Florida team of old, and while they're still really good, for kind of what they are, and not a top 5, not a Power 5 program.
They have a great logo though.
They have
let's
an
give
awesome logo, but they have a horrible ability to cover spreads. 2-7 ATS in their last 9 games. They're making the number too high, and they haven't adjusted for this team at all. And I mean, they're 5-7 against the spread for the season, 2-7 in their last 9. So they got out to a decent start against the spread. I feel like bookmakers adjusted way too far, and now it's just they're great to fit.
Can I throw you another angle? Where's Marshall located, Colby?
Huntington, West Virginia.
Huntington, West Virginia. What does Huntington, West Virginia have insane of strip clubs?
Yeah, I was about to say strip clubs.
Strip
yeah.
clubs. One of the few places probably in the country that can rival the Tampa strip club scene. So
this
they are
game's in Tampa, yeah.
not crazy as it may be. The Central Florida, the kids from the swamp, they're the ones that are going to be all juiced up, getting out of
It's not that far of a drive.
getting out of that swamp strip club situation into Tampa, a real classy situation over there. So Marshall will be prepared.
Yes.
They will not lose their minds. They will not get sick off the nipple of a stripper in beautiful Tampa Bay Clearwater area. And we're taking the
That
points.
is a disgusting act.
Hey, leave Colby out of this. Moving over to the Hawaii Bowl. Christmas Eve. Perfect time to throw in a bowl game. Family wants to spend some quality time. No. Sorry, guys. I got to watch SoFi Hawaii Bowl. 5 o'clock West Coast kick. Gift suite includes Kaloa Aloha shirt, Oakley backpack and sunglasses,
Mahalo.
beach towel, surf trunks. Oh, man. Probably and a giant can of Spam.
And a trip to Hawaii.
Exactly, which is really valuable for Hawaii, who is playing in the Hawaii Bowl, squaring off against BYU. BYU, 2-point favorite in Hawaii, -130 on the money line. Hawaii, I'm going to say, Colby, I know you're going to say this is a neutral field, but I'm saying they're a home dog. Total sitting at 64. What are you doing here?
Well, I mean, you get those beach shorts and you're from Utah, you check out the island, you surf a little bit, check the beach, and then you find a girl and you soak in her. Right?
Well,
There will be
Soak
some
in this
soaking.
Hawaii.
and let
Thank
me
you for participating in
Well,
the Sports Gambling Podcast.
not only that, Hawaii has a massive pipeline to BYU, a massive Mormon population. There are certainly going to be a lot of soaking spots.
opportunities.
Okay? So this is a situation where BYU is going to feel right at home. So I would argue Hawaii is not a home dog.
Yeah.
And there is line value in the Mormon crowd coming out, defecting against the University of Hawaii Rainbows because they are filthy sinners of Jesus Christ. And this BYU team will come in hungry. They will come in sexually depleted, but mentally enriched. Lay the points.
I'm with Kramer here.
Plus,
Take the Cougars.
I mean, Taysom
-2.
Hill is great.
Yeah.
So why not go for BYU?
I'm going BYU -2. It's weird. I go back and forth to a home field advantage versus just completely not giving a shit. And I think that's the situation Hawaii's going to have. How are they going to get up for this game against BYU? What to them is special about this experience? Yeah, Hawaii's 4-1 their last 5, but I don't know. I'd rather kind of just take a shot at
Hawaii was a solid team this year.
Yeah, but
Nick
I mean,
Rolovich doing a good
but
job.
I think motivation-wise, I like what BYU does on defense, holding teams to 24 points per game compared to Hawaii's defense at 31. Big yardage difference, yards per play. BYU 5.4 on defense, Hawaii 6.2. I think BYU slows down Hawaii's offense and gets away with a nice, solid 7-point victory.
BYU getting all the money. So
Hey, sometimes it's hip to be square. Let's talk about walk-ons. Independence Bowl, day after Christmas.
oh wow, Shreveport. Let's get it.
Shreveport,
Let's go.
Louisiana.
Imagine, wouldn't you rather go to the Hawaii Bowl? Isn't that a reason maybe you go to one of these Mountain West schools? You get the Hawaii Bowls in play every year.
1 o'clock kick, day after Christmas. Miami, Florida, -6.5 against Louisiana Tech in Shreveport. +185 on the money line for La Tech. Miami -225. Total sitting at 50. Are you on the Kane train, Colby?
No. Look, Miami they're known for being horribly motivated. And now they're going to come into Shreveport where Louisiana Tech,
So you think people from Miami might party in Louisiana?
No, I just think that they're not going to be motivated. Like, why are we playing Louisiana Tech? Man, let's end the season. Let's go, back to wherever.
This Miami team has been very all over the map when it comes to motivation and output on the field. I certainly think them drawing the straw of going to Shreveport, Louisiana for their bowl game may be a bad thing. I do wonder which team do you think has the higher literacy rate? Because one of the things in the swag bag is the history of the bowl celebrating the good of the game book.
Wow.
Any chance?
That's what student athletes love, textbooks. Is there a chance the turnover chain is traded to see someone's tits?
Yeah.
And by someone, I mean a chick on Bourbon Street. Yeah, Louisiana Tech, again, this
Wait.
just seems like a great situation spot for
No, I think
them.
Shreveport's far from.
I was gonna say.
What, you don't think?
I think it's.
You
a
don't
few
think they're going to
hours.
make a little
I
bit
think
of a road trip to New Orleans?
Maybe they fly in and take a
Not
bus.
if they have strip clubs there.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's closer to Dallas, dude. It's
All right, what, you don't think they can trade?
oh my god, this is not a reward. You're like in the. There's-
hey, look how far is it from Ruston?
oh
Because
my,
that's where Louisiana Tech University is at in Ruston, Illinois.
Oh
Or
my-
Ruston, Louisiana. I
oh
mean.
my god.
So we're all in Louisiana Tech
Hey,
here. the
Skip
Bulldogs.
Holtz, former East Carolina head coach, got to ride with my guy here.
I just
Oh.
think Miami does think they're better than this game.
But
And I
they
think-
lost. They already lost to one Conference USA team, Florida International. This year.
69 miles.
Oh
away.
man! So the Bulldog fans get to come right there.
Louisiana
Exactly
Tech though,
69.
not a horrible team, 9-3, right? Like,
And even
Oh.
probably better than 9-3. The two games they lost, their quarterback was suspended.
I want to look at the numbers because I feel Sun Belt teams.
No, they're Conference USA.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why do I want to? They were in the Sun Belt, yes. At
Maybe a
some
while
point,
ago,
were they in
yeah,
the Sun
yeah.
Belt? I always want to put them in the Sun Belt. Conference USA, same story applies. In the last 85 games, the Conference USA has played 47, 37, and 1 against the spread, 56%. That's a nice sample size. In the last 30 games, 18 and 12, 60% against the spread. So I like that angle. I'm with you. Plus, fuck Miami.
fuck Miami. Seems like a transition to move into our next sponsor, Ace Per Head. That's right. Thinking about starting your own sportsbook? Maybe one day you'll be sponsoring a college bowl game. Yeah, you got to get started now. Now is the time to start your own business. 2020, right around the corner, huh? You want to set your own hours? Want to be your own boss? Why not own and operate your own sportsbook? I know what you're saying. I don't know what to do. I don't know about starting a sportsbook. It's really simple. You go to aceperhead.com/SGP. You sign up there. First off, using that link, you got a chance to get up to 6 weeks free. But Ace sets you up, man. Ace sets you up. They got an all-inclusive professional betting site with all the lines updated to the second. Wagers graded immediately. Top-notch customer support. That's going 24/7. Some of the sharpest lines in the industry, which is you. For you, awesome, because you're the bookie now. And again, Ace Per Head, they make it easy to offer live betting and amazing mobile experience. Again, just that simple. I know people who run sportsbooks through Ace Per Head, and they're not they're just regular guys, man. It's just that simple. All you got to do is go to aceperhead.com/SGP, aceperhead.com/SGP.
Just regular guys, Sean.
Just regular dude. Well, you don't have to be, Russell Buffalino or whatever from The Irishman. You don't have to be some crazy, sports mind to figure it out. They just make it simple. Why don't we talk about the Quick Lance Bowl?
Quick Lane Bowl.
Okay.
Sean,
That was a
before we get to the
mispronunciation.
game,
Yeah.
the swag at this one. This is the first one with actual swag. Best Buy gift card,
It's a swag truck.
some
right?
JBL over-ear wireless headphones by Harman.
Ooh.
A Sticker Genius life-size photo slap decal of yourself.
That's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Wow.
How awesome would a fat head of yourself
This
be, Sean?
is the one to go.
That's gonna get you laid. I mean, if I thought I
Wow.
did okay with
Yeah.
blacklight highlighter bottles, and that again, that's a great move if you're a college kid listening. Get a like a giant 40 bottle or liquor bottle, like a Cap Morgan's, and where you fill it up with water, and then you squeeze a highlighter into it and put it next to your blacklight. It looks fucking badass. Almost as badass as having your own fat head.
Sean, we definitely
You know what's give me a fat head, sweetie?
at some point
Sorry.
at some point in the future, Sean,
I can delete this right here for you.
our second set has to be our dorm room.
What?
It's good.
Okay.
Our second set, maybe for the Sunday shows, we need to have the highlighter bottles. We need to have the whole nine.
Okay.
Anyway.
I see what you're saying.
Anyway, and then some random T-shirt, hat, and anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
No, that
you
was
got a
good.
fat
That
head.
was strong.
Yeah, all right,
That was
let's
strong.
go. Let's go. Who's playing, Sean?
Pittsburgh squaring off against Eastern Michigan in Detroit, Michigan.
Ooh.
Pitt, 11-point favorite, minus 425 on the money line. Eastern Michigan, plus 325. Total sitting at 49.
Imagine fucking with a warm weather team and be like, you get to go to the Quick Lane Bowl. You ever been to Detroit?
I have spent some time there a couple times.
I'll say this about Detroit: that whole Greek area with the random like casino that's just like in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
It's intriguing.
I like Detroit actually.
You know, walking home from work.
Yeah,
I was legit there for work, and just I was walking home. I'm like, let's check this out. Next thing you know, I made $500 playing blackjack, like Sean's doing right now over on mybookie.ag. We caught him.
yep.
I'm a fun guy.
Oh, you're crushing that board today, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Colby, what are we doing here? Pittsburgh, Eastern Michigan.
I'm riding the Eastern Michigan Golden War Eagles. Look,
Interesting.
Eastern Michigan, I love Chris Creighton. I think he's a great coach, and he's got a knack for beating good Power 5 or just Power 5 teams. Not good, but like Illinois this year, Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
Eastern Michigan took him down. Last year, Purdue, Jeff Brown, bowl team, took Eastern Michigan, came into West Lafayette, took him down. The year before that, they beat Rutgers. I don't know if that's really bragging, but I'm saying the point is that they've been able to take down these Power 5 teams, and I think 11 points, a little too much. Pitt probably not going to be really motivated.
It's on the front. I just went to Eastern Michigan University's website, and the fact that they're going to a bowl is on the front page.
Yeah.
You think it's on the front page of Pittsburgh's
No,
website?
I think they're probably talking about their basketball team. And
All right, continue. I apologize. That just seemed relevant to me.
I'm riding Eastern Michigan plus the 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think they're strong. They got a good defense. If they can just take care of the rock a little bit, should be able to hang in this game. Maybe even sprinkle some on the money line.
Yeah, the website for University of Pittsburgh has some dark-skinned fist
AI.
pounding fists with a robot. So yeah, they're not as invested. They're laying too many points. Eastern Michigan's the play here.
Yes.
You guys are both wrong. Give me Pittsburgh. They've been they battled it out.
What's wrong with you?
Some of the top teams
Going against the Eagles.
You don't live in Pennsylvania anymore,
Going against
Sean.
the Eagles, man.
No, but I've liked this Pitt team from the beginning. I liked them catching a big number against Penn State in Penn State. I liked them catching a big number against UCF, winning outright. I've won a lot of money with Pittsburgh this season, and I think it's a good time to ride them again. They're a team that's consistently performed well under this coach. You look at the last 20 games, 13-7 against the spread. They consistently exceed expectations. I know this number is big, but I do think the bowl games matter to Pittsburgh. I do think, I do think it matters. They're 7-5 against the spread. They've 1-0 against the spread neutral site. I just think they're a solid program, top to bottom, and I do think they want to close things out strong and kind of ride some momentum in the next season. So give me Pittsburgh minus 11.
Pittsburgh is 100% above Detroit in the power rankings because Pittsburgh is essentially being punished. Meanwhile, Eastern Michigan, 38 miles from Detroit.
Yeah.
And, they're going to be getting there fast for that swag. Imagine these dudes.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
man.
Fathead.
Oh, yeah. Love Eastern Michigan here.
Let's move on to the Military Bowl presented by Northrop Grumman. Big military contractor.
Yeah,
Some
these
kids,
are the
some
guys.
kids may put in an order for a F-15 after this bowl game. December 27th, 9 a.m. kick, according to 24/7 Sports. Attempts to obtain the list regarding the swag bag unsuccessful.
That's funny.
Top secret. You got to get clearance to figure out what kind of bullshit they're going to give these poor kids. North Carolina, a minus 4.5 favorite against Temple. Temple, plus 160 dog. UNC, minus 190 on the money line. 53.5 is the total. Colby, what are you doing here?
Man, it's a tough one. Let's go. Give me the points, I guess. Give me Temple plus the 4.5.
Ooh.
Do we know that Anthony Russo's playing?
We can investigate. The game is a bit in the future, but
Well, I mean, this is a guy that potentially could be in the NFL draft. So it's like you're kind of in the dark on some of these things of like if these players are going to play.
Wow. I'm going Temple all the way. You said this game was kind of tough, and you know who's tough? Temple. Hashtag Temple tough.
Going with this Pennsylvania team again, you know?
he doesn't live there anymore. It's
Right.
strange.
I'm going to ride Temple, too. I mean, I
Ryan,
think it's going to be a close game.
Just because you hate where you're from because they're associated with the New York Giants doesn't mean I can't have hometown, home area pride. Temple, 4-1 ATS in their last 5, 14-6 straight up in the last 20 games. Again, much like Pitt, I think just a tough team that will make things difficult. 8-4 straight up and 8-4 against the spread. They've done well as a dog, and I think they'll do well again.
Yeah, Mac Brown just doesn't strike me as the guy who's like going hard.
Especially in Annapolis, he's
December.
like, damn.
He's got
cold.
grandkids and shit.
Yeah. He was thinking about moving to the Bahamas prior to
Yeah,
this coaching job.
I can't take North Carolina here. I watch too much ACC football to lay 4.5 points in a postseason game with Mac Brown. And
It just feels like this game is going to matter more to Temple than UNC. UNC thinks like, hey, yeah, we know Michael Jordan. We're top, you know.
Yeah.
They think their shit doesn't stink. Temple knows their shit stinks, and they don't give a fuck. They're riding into Maryland. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, plus the punishment angle.
Pinstripe Bowl, presented by New Era. What do we got here? Just a bunch of bullshit as far as the swag bag. December 27th kick, 12:20 p.m. Weird kickoff. It's in the Bronx. Michigan State -4.5 against Wake Forest. Wake Forest plus 160. Big Sparty -190. Total sitting at 49. Colby, what are you doing here?
I'm riding Wake. I think Wake's the better team. I think the wrong team's favored, but I
Yeah.
will say I'm a little scared about the cold factor.
Yeah, do we know what the weather's like?
I was just in Chicago and it was 3 degrees. That's why I'm sick.
Okay, I mean, this is New York. It's a
I
slightly
know.
different part
I'm
of
just
the
saying it's going to be cold, right?
Golly, can you imagine living somewhere this cold? What is it, next Wednesday? 43 high, low 35.
It's not that bad, though. Not
No.
as bad as I thought it would be.
And Michigan State's just dog shit. I
Their
think that's this.
Yeah. Wake's got a good offense. We know that for sure. They got two good quarterbacks, Sam Hartman, Jamie Newman, and then they got Surratt, wide receiver, ball player.
I think Wake gets up for this game. So motivation analysis, Wake gets up for this game. I'm not sure why Michigan State would get up for this game.
Feels like Michigan State's just getting the conference bump here, right? Is that why they're favored by 4.5? Because you look at the numbers, you look at the matchups. Again, why is Wake Forest not favored? Why is Michigan State laying 4.5? I'm assuming the action's coming in on Michigan State. Do we know what it opened at, Ryan?
We can certainly look that up. I think you have the weather angle too. I think people see Michigan State, they see cold weather, they assume. And it's not, to me, this isn't the same as like when Notre Dame plays in Yankee Stadium and there's all these fucking New Jersey Catholics that are just like,
Wake Forest isn't going to take over.
Wake Forest, I think actually what I was getting to was that I think a decent amount of people might actually come there for the Wake Forest. It's New York at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's cold, but it's not Detroit. It's cold, but it's not one of these cities that maybe you're not stoked to go to. I think I could see people taking the trip to New York. Wake Forest gets it done. This is a dog potential right here.
Yeah.
It's a nice price. This opened at 3.5. This opened at 3.5.
Oh yeah. I was you were talking about weather impacting games. I was reading a weather report and they're talking about an upcoming game and they said the stadium was expecting to see 4.5 inches.
Oh.
And then one of the commenters wrote, "Wow, my wife, she's never seen something. She doesn't know how to handle 4.5 inches." What I'm getting at is Manscaped.com. Perfect way You've heard the expression, you're a grower, not a shower. Why not become a shower by eliminating your growth, right? You have a bunch of hedges. You trim the hedges away. You look like a much bigger. You don't need to grow. You can just show if you eliminate the growth. Imagine you have a statue, a great, priceless statue. Michael's David. You ever been over to Italy and you see that there? The guy's right out there in the open. He's completely cleaned up, completely manscaped. He's a great piece of art. He's a work of art. Why don't you become a work of art? Get that lawnmower 2.0, fire that thing up, clear out the hedges, and get down to business. Again, you want to play on a clean playing field. Why not make a clean playing field for your partner and do it over at manscaped.com. Use that promo code SGP, 20% off and free shipping, 20% off and free shipping. Again, not this past Monday night on Monday Night Football, Booger McFarland had a infamous drew a penis on Monday Night Football when describing the Saints coverage, the Colts coverage on the telestrator. It looks like a penis. And what I noticed about this penis, completely clean, completely shaven. So even Booger, he's catching Manscaped fever. Using that 2.0 lawnmower. Again, 6,000 strokes per minute. It's a lot of strokes. The more strokes, the better. Manscaped.com. Promo code SGP. Your balls will thank you.
You know how we know that Booger was on the PEDs back when he played?
How's that, Ryan?
Balls were super small on that diagram.
And they were on opposite sides of his penis.
That's not what my balls look like. I don't know. I was a little confused about that part. The proportions were off.
Let's talk about the Texas Bowl. December 27th, 3:45 kick in Houston, Texas. Oklahoma State faces off against Texas A&M. And this is of course, the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl. Ooh, you get a belt buckle. That's awesome. Toiletry bag, ideal. Texas A&M minus 7-point favorite, minus 265. Oak State plus 215 dog, 53.5 is the total. Colby, kick things off.
This opened 4 and got bet up. So.
I actually saw it a few hours ago at 7.5. Well, look, there's intangibles here. Spencer Sanders, the Oklahoma State quarterback, hasn't announced if he's playing or not. He was injured the final 2 games of the season. That's a big deal. Chuba Hubbard, their star running back, appears to be playing. Has not made his decision on the NFL yet, but we shall see what happens with that. But it scares me because I personally think I would take Oklahoma State had I known Spencer Sanders was playing, but since there's the uncertainty, I am going to take A&M minus the 7 points.
Okay.
Kramer?
It sounds like there's a chance he can play.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're somewhat optimistic. Can we take a moment just to shit on Buzz Williams for a second? How bad is that Texas A&M?
They barely beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi last night by 3.
You know, I watched the game earlier in the season. I was like,
the other
damn,
night?
Buzz Williams with like freaking real athletes. That's interesting. But now I'm like, your team sucks, and I'm enjoying it.
And Mike Young.
Mike Young, how about that? I do enjoy the fact that Texas A&M's head football and basketball coaches are named Buzz and Jimbo. but like Buzz and Jimbo, really? Yeah, we talked about this earlier on in the year. We discussed this all the time. In fact, that Jimbo is not a guy you want to get behind. And while there is
You want to be in front of a Jimbo.
While there is uncertainty, we've talked about how Gundy rotates in the quarterback, so even if one guy is down, the next guy will step up. And most importantly, I have no evidence of this. I did not look up their record, but I feel Oklahoma State takes care of business in bowl games. Is that an accurate statement?
feel like they're
Well,
good-
and I
good
think
team.
they do take care of business against Texas A&M. I mean, when they were still in the Big 12, 3-0-1 against the spread. The last 4 against the Aggies, 4-0 straight up. I think they're going to be able to hang. I think they're going to be in this game. Van Gundy.
Van Gundy.
Van Gundy.
Doesn't that kind of scare you, though, the
What did
Spencer
I
Sanders
confuse
thing?
them with?
Because, I mean, Spencer Sanders is a That's a playmaker. You don't just have another Spencer Sanders behind
Mike
them.
Gundy. I don't know. My head's killing me.
Van Gundy. I love it.
I mean, they're both characters. I was distracted by his awesome mullet. I think Gundy is a guy that will get his team up for this game regardless. Like this to me again is a motivation thing. I just don't see them coming out flat and getting work by Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the quarterback stuff is certainly scary, but I think I would wait until kickoff to bet this, and maybe it gets up to 10. I don't know. If it's already jumping up this much.
Don't you in general wait until, unless you feel a number is just super egregious, I think you have to wait because so much weird shit can happen, like dudes getting kicked off teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a great bowl game strategy overall is like wait till, I mean.
Wasn't that when Marcus Vick got kicked off the team for like pulling out a gun after
after attending his brother's dog funeral?
No, I think he like picked up some
Wasn't
chicks
it like
at
a McDonald's related?
Yeah, I forget what it was, but
Rare mistake for the Vick family.
Oh, whoa.
Kramer, what are you doing here? You're dilly-dallying. You're not giving us a pick.
No, he took Oklahoma State.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm all over Oklahoma State. I'm not when do I ever back Jimbo? And now that Buzz went there, fuck Texas A&M. You know what else? Like they them and their like 12th man thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We played a home and home with Texas A&M when I was in school.
Swept him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, lot of people went out there for that game. They did not come back impressed. So you can sit down.
Go get your shine box.
Go get your shine box.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl, December 27th, 5 o'clock West Coast kick. Who do we got? We got USC. Hashtag fight on. Squaring off against Iowa. Iowa -2, -130. USC a +110 dog. 52 is the total. What are you doing, Colby?
Well, I mean, prior to me coming over here, I was all about USC in this game, but
Uh-oh.
we do have some news. I want to say a rest in peace to Hayden Fry, the legendary Iowa football coach. Legendary.
Oh, no.
Started the career of Bill Snyder. Started the careers of Bob
Oh, wow.
Stoops, Mike Stoops, all these guys. His coaching tree is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. Barry Alvarez, Brett Bielema, Dan McCarney, Chuck Long, Kirk Ferentz, Mike Stoops, Mark Stoops, Bob Stoops, Jim Levitt, Bob Diaco, Jay Norvell. Whew.
That's not bad.
This dude's a legend. A
Okay.
legend. Bill Snyder.
So are they playing for this guy?
Yeah, I mean, the whole town is going to shut down. This dude had
They're
Iowa.
going to go to San Diego.
Yeah. So I got to ride the Hawkeyes now.
This is an interesting motivation game for me. On one hand, I think just in general, Iowa probably can get motivated because they're playing USC.
Kirk Ferentz is their head coach. Ferentz, like I just said, comes from the tree of Hayden Fry.
Well, and typically, I love playing them when they're a dog.
Yeah.
Problem is they're not a dog. USC has way more drip, way more off the bus talent here, and for Iowa not to be the dog in the spot where then I would like them, the situation I would like to take them, I gotta take USC here.
Well, you had him in the playoffs last year, so you know.
I am a
Why
sucker.
change horses midstream?
I am. Why change horses again? I'm still unclear what this means.
I'm going USC. I think the fact that Clay Helton, it's clear he's going to be the coach next year. They came out and said that after they couldn't find anyone else to replace him.
It sounds like the boosters were just being cheap, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that
$20 million buyout.
Yeah, they
They're
shopped around. They
USC.
did the math. It's like a person who. It's like a dude who considers getting divorced and then is like, oh, wait, half my money?
Florida State.
I'll stick it out.
Florida
Let's wait one
State's
more
paying Willie Taggart like $1.7 million for 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I think USC is at San Diego. I think actually some USC fans will travel down there. I think it'll be a competitive game, and I like USC getting the points.
I think a lot of USC fans will be down there.
I was coming into it taking USC, but I think this was. It's easy to see a tide turn. George W. used to say that.
Again,
I like your angle, Colby, but again, him passing, it's going to be almost a week later.
Christmas
I
already
think
happened. Like people are stoked about the new.
USC
Gifts.
5-2 ATS the last 7. I think they kind of show up, take care of business. Final game
Oh God.
of the Part 2 College Football Bowl Preview Podcast. Wazoo, our Cougs, 7:15 kick in Phoenix, Arizona, squaring off against Air Force. Air Force, 3-point favorite, -140. Wazoo, +120. Total sitting at 67. Colby, what are you doing here?
Great contrast in style. Triple option against the Air Raid. I'm all over Wazoo here. All over Wazoo. Getting it done here. Give me this one. Come on. Money line this.
Good news. Coach Leach, a man who likes to read books, he will be getting a copy of History of the Bulls, celebrating the good of the game. They also are getting a
And noted author.
GoPro Hero 7. That's fun. What kind of videos are we gonna see? They're in Phoenix. They have this brand new camera.
OddsShark is predicting
It's really small.
Air Force to win 40.6 to 25.4. I
What?
don't see that at all.
Washington State's not a good team this year.
They have some issues on defense, but
Some issues.
They're going to move the rock all over.
They're
the-
one of the worst teams in the.
I think this is where weather really comes to play, and this game, the Cheez-It Bowl, as
Yeah.
they say, presented by Cheez-Its, is it's taking place in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's ideal passing conditions, ideal for the air raid offense. So I think aim high, Wazoo, and take out Air Force.
I have that visual of the offensive lineman just going, "Oh, winning feels so good." He's gonna go down to Phoenix. He's gonna win on and off the field. I'm wearing the damn sweatshirt, Sean. I'm not gonna take Air Force. As much as I love this country, and as much as I loved watching the Army Navy game.
Lived on an Air Force base, Ryan.
Oh, look
I
at
know
you.
what it's all about, but I'm going Wazoo, catching the points.
Oh yeah, of course.
Time for the Lock a Dog tease presented by MyBookie.ag. Promo code SGP. Colby, what are you doing here? Who's your lock? Who's your dog?
My
Who's your
lock
tease?
is Eastern and Michigan plus 11. Like what they're doing there.
Okay.
My dog is going to be Skip Holtz and Louisiana Tech.
Plus 185. All right.
And my tease, let's just go. What are we doing here? Let's take Washington State up to 9. Let's take Wake Forest to 10.5.
Oh, I love that.
And let's go with what is this? Let's go with BYU plus 4.
Okay. Interesting.
Mystifying tease. Sean, my lock. Listen, there's only one of these games that I went over to mybookie.ag and already I laid it down, and that's we fade Miami.
Yeah.
I was
Solid.
almost going to take them as the dog, but I will lock them up at 6.5 for the dog. Again, Mac Brown is not working that hard this time of year. He's got grandkids. He's not trying to deal with a goddamn bowl game. He's got to go Christmas shopping. And for my tease, yeah, why not? Give me Washington State. Give me USC. I'm copying Colby. Never a good thing with the tease machine. And for the last leg, let's
I hit the highest percent.
Oh, stop
for the
it.
year.
Stop it. We only kid. We kid because we love. For the last leg of my tease, give me Wake plus 10.5. Michigan State laying 10.5 against anyone is not a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, did you say your dog? What was your dog, Kramer?
He doesn't listen to the
Playing
show.
blackjack.
Dude, I'm
playing
fine.
blackjack.
He's
I'm-
playing. Oh, well, let's hear.
How
what Sean was
dare
doing.
you.
Let's hear all the stuff Sean's doing.
I'm
over
writing the things down.
He was
And
dreaming-
while also writing my own ones down.
there. Colby, want to let him know what my dog was?
Temple.
There we go.
Oh, you stole my dog. All right, my lock. Marshall plus 17.5. My dog, Temple plus 160. My tease, Wazoo up to 9. USC up to 8. And Louisiana Tech up to 12.5.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Jesus.
What?
Just
I'm ready to get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, this is part 2 of the podcast. We're taping at 1:30 in the morning. I got to get to work. Why don't you guys help us out? Rate, review, and share on iTunes. Do us a solid. All these free picks, podcast posts, and content are exhausting, but we do it for you, the fans. And for the Sports Gambling Podcast, I am Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan
Go Cougs.
Kramer. Let it ride.